Welcome to another edition of Charisma Culture. Tonight we're going to talk about why I want to be your farmer. Why would you want me to be your farmer? Reason number one, you go to the grocery store, you look at the produce stand. Most of it is chemically grown produce. Country of origin, you have no idea. What difference does it make? Let me tell you what difference it makes. Many of the third world countries which our produce now comes from, because our agricultural land are now condos and tennis courts, that's why so much of our produce comes from third world countries, have not banned all of the dangerous pesticides and herbicides that we have banned here. It only makes sense, since you want the best bang for your grocery dollar, that when you go to the grocery store, you go to the one that sells you the produce for the least amount of money. Chemically grown produce. And we wonder why we have runaway health care costs in these United States of America. Number two, you may go to the grocery store and you may be one of the consumers that looks at what they call the organic section. Number one, if it says organic from Argentina, I would not pay 1 penny more for organic produce outside of these United States of America than I would pay for the chemical product from that same country. You have no way of verifying that that is organic produce from Mexico, from Argentina, from Colombia. Number two, let's talk about the organic produce and why you want organic produce. Most people assume that the word organic and the word nutrient dense are synonyms. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case. Years ago, that was probably true. One of the top scientists in these United States of America told me that sadly, most of the organic produce out there is grown by farmers who simply didn't have enough money to buy fertilizer, and so now they call it organic, and we have a very nutrient poor product. Now, one of the reasons that people don't stay with a nutritional program because they're spending this extra money to try to get on it by eating organic is after a few weeks or months they're not getting results. And they say, why should I continue to spend this extra money and I don't feel any better today than I did when I started the program? Couple of reasons for that. Number one, nutrient-dense organic produce is hard to find. It's very hard to get the soil and the plant to work together so that the plant can draw the minerals out of the soil. Now, there's a very simple test that you can perform on organic produce to determine if it is nutrient dense. It's called a Brix test, B-R-I-X. New word for most of your vocabularies. What is Brix? Brix is the measuring of sucrose in a plant. You say, well, that's just sugar. You're exactly right. But in order for the plant to manufacture an abundance of sucrose, all the minerals, the amino acids, the proteins, the carbohydrates, everything else must be in that plant for that Brix number to climb up the chart. Now, you can go online, you can go to our website, charismaculture.com. We've got a link to the area where you can find, they're waving at me now, telling me I've only got 15 seconds. We're going to cut it off right here, and you're going to have to come back for part 2 to find out how to find out what Brix is. Thank you.